Hello everyone. I'm sure you're frustrated just like I am. Gold and silver have been crashing. They're at 6-month lows when everything else that we have to buy for our daily lives costs us more. Why is that? Honestly, there's a lot of underlying reasons, but we're going to touch on some of them in our interview that we did with Skip at our coin show this past weekend. This interview was conducted on Sunday, October 1st. At that moment, gold and silver were sitting at 6-month lows. As I film this intro, gold and silver are down even more. So Skip has some interesting insight on the topic, and we talk about some other things as well, so be sure to stick around. This is a fun interview. I'm sure you noticed on Friday metals went whoop, whoop. It was like a $1.70 swing in
crazy.
silver, and we're at 6-month lows for gold and silver.
Starting to resemble a roller coaster track some days, you know.
Right.
And that, and just like a roller coaster, it gives a queasy feeling to your stomach.
That's true.
And it's so hard to buy. I've been telling people I can't hardly buy stuff fast enough to replace the stuff that's selling to make any money on it because the market's dropping faster than that.
Yeah, and that's
or whatever. It's just nuts.
That's the tough part in our business. It gets so volatile.
Oh, it is. It is.
So,
but something I have found really interesting when we do, even in the shop or doing shows and talking to other dealers, the multitude of different reasons why people buy different things. You can't even make it up. I mean, there's so many variations of why people do things. Some people will like silver or a certain kind of silver. Some like coins or certain types of coins. Some like gold. And they all have good, valid reasons why they're doing it. The underlying thing is they're trying to add some stability and maybe some economic benefit to their lives in the future.
Sure.
But the way they go about it is really different. The different things they're looking for. I mean, you know, when you're going to pan in this stuff later, you'll see we're about 4.5 tables full of stuff here.
I'll stand up now and just kind of,
you know,
I did feature this on my live video and told everybody that you have the largest setup at the show.
Oh, nice. There you go. It's always nice to be the big guy.
Yeah, you are the big shooter for sure.
In so many ways.
So yeah, there's kind of a view of the different types of things they brought to the show today here. We'll let Skip work. But yeah, we're going to talk with Skip about the metals markets. We're going to talk about the collector market. He's already kind of touched on it's interesting how different
September.
people stack or why they buy and what they buy. So we'll dive into that a little more here. So you'd already touched on, you know, it's interesting on how people gravitate towards different things depending on what they're stacking. So looks like we're going to do a little show and tell here.
Oh, we got to do a little show and tell.
Got some real nice and Capital Plastics.
First years, 86.
1986 Gold Eagle sets.
1987. I think there's a 7 there too, isn't there? Or are they all 86s?
I can't read them very well through the
Oh, that's all right. But they're early years.
through the lens. Yeah, those are nice.
I always think
It's nice to put sets
cool.
like that together.
Yeah. Christmas is coming for somebody.
It is. For sure. But yeah, you got a lot of cool unique pieces here. So you still have some of those sterling bars. Right? These are sterling down here.
Yes. Yes. And of course, the Libertad, a nice big Libertad.
Oh, that's a nice one. 2017.
So you never know what we're gonna have.
So let's talk a little bit about gold and silver markets. You can bring that up and show it. Yeah, let's show and tell whatever you want.
We can
here.
talk and unpack at the same time.
Yeah. So just to give an overview, we talked a bit before we started taping about how volatile metals have been. Silver traded within a range of like $1.50 just this past Friday. It shot up and it crashed, all in the same day. Excuse me. What's your explanation for that, Skip? Why? How can something like that happen?
You really want me to try and explain that? You know, so the markets function under a herd instinct. Okay, so it's like a school of fish. You know, here, squirrel, you know, whatever, right? But so it's a lot of it is based on maybe news that's coming out. The only thing I can think of, like on Friday, is the news was, well, we're going to shut down. We're not going to shut down. We're going to do this. You know, this party won or that party won, and they're both going to claim victory. And I don't know if people get different reactions to that. It's just like we said, why do people collect different things or look at different parts of this? They also look at the news differently, you know. So depending upon where the biggest school of fish is going, it moves and it defies logic most of the time.
Yep.
People are really frustrated right now. I just had this morning somebody come back and sell their silver back to me because they said, this is awful. It's never going to blah, blah, blah. And sometimes that's a good sign when people start saying, this is never going to go back up again. So if enough people say that, you can almost be guaranteed it's going to go back up again, right?
Yep.
Weird how that works.
So yeah, that's a good explanation you had, Skip. And honestly, there's a lot of forces at play, and I know you realize that too, in the metals markets. But that's a side that I hadn't really had explained before. So I really appreciate you looking at it from that perspective. At the end of the day, it frustrates us stackers. Right. With the uncertainty of how the market's going to move, not knowing when it's going to move, not knowing which way it's going to move. But that can play into the fun of the stacking hobby as well, the unpredictability. So it really just depends on how you can look at it, I guess.
Something to think about, and I can say things like this because I'm older and dirt. So there has never been a market ever, anywhere, in any commodity, stock, real estate, whatever, I don't care what it is, ever in the history of mankind that has gone straight up. They don't do that. They go up and down, a lot of different movements to it, depending upon how few people feel about it, economics, you know, everything that's going on. There's just no such thing as a sure thing and buying something. So what you want to do, and what we've talked about before, is be consistent. And that's where stackers kind of have an advantage if they have patience and a long time horizon.
Yep.
That's how you win the game. But
yeah, it's definitely a long game. Yeah, I preach that to the viewers as well.
Yeah. You know,
don't expect to get rich quick.
Right.
Although it's possible in certain situations.
Hey, lightning strikes every now and then,
yeah,
right?
But it's never a guarantee. So
no.
Patience on the long game, I agree.
Yeah.
So having said that, you know, we just talked about how volatile silver was over just this past Friday. Now, for perspective, when you're watching this, that was September 29th, 2023. Both gold and silver currently sit at 6-month lows. Okay, and the U.S. dollar index is about at a 6-month high, which makes sense. Well, it doesn't make sense that the dollar is strong, honestly, and I've talked about that in some other videos. But the fact that they have an inverse relationship makes sense as to one of the reasons that silver and gold are both low right now.
I did. So I bought the whole set, the dime, the quarter, and the half. Gold, they're beautiful.
That is a beautiful set.
Yeah.
I remember when those came out from the mint. That was 2016, I believe.
Yes.
Because that was the 100th anniversary of those coin designs.
Yep.
Yeah, well, that's a cool set to have.
It is. Interesting thing is it's for sale. But I got to be a little bit careful with that because sometimes I put stuff on these videos and I get phone calls and people want to buy it.
That has happened before.
It's just awful.
No, I know. What a problem to have. What a problem to have.
So I tell you one thing, I really appreciate everybody that does watch the videos and comments we get. We go to shows, people come in the shop. people will call on the phone or whatever. We'll run into people and say, yeah, I saw you on the video. It's really great. Josh's videos, oh, they're really great, blah, blah, blah. So people are watching them, and we appreciate the audience. So
We absolutely do. Stuff channels like this wouldn't exist if we didn't have an audience.
exactly.
So yeah, if you want to just take me through quick and show me some of your favorite things that you brought with.
Well,
The viewers always like eye candy.
I don't know how favorite we are, but so we brought out some commemoratives and some different things, Boy Scout albums and
Different U.S. commemoratives
yeah,
here.
different things there. I brought some Dansko albums for folks. We've sold a few of those. We always got our little penny bin for the beginning collectors. That's a popular item, and just special mint sets here with the holders for.
Never seen them like that before.
It's different, isn't it?
Yeah.
65, 6, and 7. We got a few books here, different albums where they're partially filled. And of course, our old favorites, the Morgan Silver Dollars. These are good.
Nice trade dollars.
And a few trade dollars, yep. You don't see those every day necessarily, so especially really nice ones.
Right.
This 78S is pretty spectacular.
Yeah, that is a nice one.
So we always like that. Then we've got our collector books for folks, just pennies, nickels, whatever. We've always got somewhere back here.
A big sheet of them too.
Can't find it, but I have a little album back here that's got some specialty items in it. 3-cent pieces, 2-cent pieces, bus dollars, some commemorative halves, different things.
Okay, cool.
We've got our bullion. I think you looked at that, a lot of this stuff here.
We panned through this a little bit.
Right. And then we've got silver eagles. So we've got a selection of back dates. We got a full album. So try to keep silver eagles around.
It's a nice way to do it for people.
Yeah, we can at least find what we're looking for.
Yep.
I guess I've told you before that some of this stuff like this is the only organized part of my life, so enjoy it.
And then this looks like the certified case.
Yeah, a lot of certified stuff down here. Different items in here. 09 SVDBs in here someplace. Some standing Liberty.
right there.
Yeah, some standing Liberty quarters. Beautiful halves.
So, what would you say that you sold the most of yesterday in terms of dollars? Was it collectible coin? Was it bullion? Was it proof sets?
Wasn't proof sets.
Okay.
We did sell a few proof sets, but that doesn't add up. We did okay on collectible coins yesterday. We sold a 22 no D penny. That was
great.
That's always kind of fun to do.
Yeah.
We sold a few commemoratives, a number of silver dollars, just some decent stuff. But the most volume is always, or dollar volume is almost always gold.
Right.
Just because it adds up so fast.
True. Did you sell a fair amount yesterday?
Not a ton, no. But yeah, it was okay.
Yeah, it sounds like you sold quite a variety then.
We sold a variety.
Good variety of stuff, and that's good.
The show was going to be better this year than it was last year. So
that's good.
We always got to look at that.
In a market where metals are probably less.
Right. These are always kind of fun.
Those are nice.
Aren't they?
Yeah, high quality.
Yeah.
Very high quality.
So it's a short set.
Okay, yeah, 41 through 47.
Yep.
Short set of Walking Liberty halves.
There you go. You saw it here first, boys
Are they
and
all
girls.
at least MS64?
They're all 64s except the last 3 or 4 are 65s.
Wow, even better.
Yeah, had to disappoint you. We had to go to 65s
Yeah.
to finish the set.
Well, Skip, I appreciate the time as always. I'll let you get back to
Absolutely.
work. enjoy the show, and
Yes.
we'll talk more later today.
Thank you. And again, thanks everybody for listening in and watching us and stuff.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
And with Skip's permission, I'll have his contact info in the video description here too. So if you saw anything you like in this video, if he still has it available for sale, I'm sure he'll work something out. So
Yeah, we've shipped a few things off to places I didn't think I'd ever send stuff. Thanks to the videos. So
absolutely. All right. Thanks again.
thank you.
Take care.
Yep.